babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya if this is your very first time here. So today we are going to be creating this look using the new AMREZY by Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is she and she is fire. It comes in a pink box and then you open it up and does have a glitter finish palette outing. And you open it and y'all know I'm a pink and purple and gold type of chick. So this is right up my alley. It's a beautiful palette. Deep matte shades, which I really love and I can appreciate. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that in a minute, but was really excited when I saw it on social media and y'all know I had to cop that. Before we hop into this tutorial, please make sure that you have hit subscribe below. I don't want y'all to miss any uploads that I got coming your way. Also make sure you hit that notification bell as well so that you get them notifications on your phone when them uploads go up. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, y'all, so let's get into this eye. Y'all knew I had to definitely step away and make sure that I did my eye off camera so that I can give y'all some fire, you know, and not try to figure it out on camera. So we're about to hop right into the eye. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eye with my Born This Way, and this is in Chestnut. And then I'm also gonna go on top of that with this Makeup Obsession Mega Conceal, and this is in 09, or is it 60? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and prime on top of that just to make it a little brighter, because I do need this to be nice and bright to pick up the purple that we're gonna put in the crease. The first color we're gonna go into is Sesma. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it's the deep purple matte shade that's in this palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this color and I'm gonna put it into the crease. I'm just gonna pack on the color in the area where I want it. Woo, I really love I love this shade. Y'all know purples and pinks and golds is my like go-to situation when it comes to eyeshadow. I'm very excited about this palette because it has all of that, and I feel like I haven't done a YouTube video recently with these colors, so I was like, might as well. I do plan on doing at least 2 more looks primarily or exclusively with this palette. So I want to do a neutral look, and then I also want to do a more crazy look with some of the colors that I typically won't go for. Like I really want to use Leo in that crazy look as well. Not crazy, but you know, super glam. That will be happening soon. But y'all know I have to go for my favorite colors first. So to blend out that purple color, I'm gonna go into a mix of New Yorker and OG. And I'm gonna use both of those colors to blend out the purple color. And if you guys know, with palettes that, you know, come from a brand that I've done reviews for or people have done reviews for, I don't necessarily go off of first impressions, which is why I'm okay with doing the other eye first, because we already know how Anastasia palettes and how Anastasia shadows perform, and you know, if they're chalky or not, if they're a bunch of fallout, which we all know that there is, but it's worth it because of the payoff of the color. So this is not a first impressions per se, because I feel like their shadows all kind of act alike regardless of what palette it is. Before we move forward, I just quickly want to say that AMREZY girl, I'm with you, because I like the fact that this palette, when I saw it, I was like, that's different from what I figured she would come out with. Not because of the pinks, and I knew all of that was gonna be there. You know, if you know AMREZY or you know her from social media, we don't really know her, but you know there was gonna be gold and the pinks and all that. But I love how deep the matte shades are. I even tried to use 1988 to blend out this color, and I was surprised because I was like, that's kind of dark. Hi girl, I see you. I thought it was gonna be lighter like one of these, so I had to actually move over to the lighter color, and I appreciate that. And the reason I say that is because, you know, these palettes are geared towards the women's following. I feel like AMREZY has a lot of different, like a more of a diverse following than like Carly Bible does. Carly Bible's palette was very geared towards who her following is and who she is. It was a lot lighter, it was a lot brighter than this, and I'll put these up next to each other so you can see what I'm talking about. It's a huge difference as far as, you know, shade range and how deep the shades are. Us brown girls, we need a little depth in them colors, and Carly's palette did not do that for us. But you know, not that that's a bad thing, it's geared towards her following, but you know, I appreciate that. And after putting that up, I just realized that Carly's palette is smaller than AMREZY's palette. I feel like all of the palettes are the size of the AMREZY palette. I wonder why this one was smaller. You don't know till you put things together. But yeah, so we got that part done. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease. I'm gonna use the same Makeup Obsessions concealer to cut the crease. I'm gonna just pat a little bit of this on the lid, and then I'm gonna go ahead and sculpt that out. I'm gonna try to make sure, obviously that is way too low. Gotta make sure they're like the same. It's like my crease is right there. This cuts like right where my crease is. I gotta bring it up a little higher than that. So I am gonna take the purple color again just to make sure that this is blended here on the edge. And this effect that I've been doing with a lot of my cut crease looks lately, I absolutely love, and I'm going to continue it with this. I'm gonna take Dragon, which is the gold color in this, and I'm gonna go ahead and place that along the edge of the cut crease, like towards the inner part of the lid. That is going to create kind of like a gold liner. And I'm bringing that to about halfway over the lid because I am gonna close that off here in a moment with some concealer. I love adding this. To me, I feel like, I don't know, I just really love it. I've been doing it a lot lately. The shadows that I usually use to do this, it's kind of hard to get it up in there. I love the consistency of the Anastasia salads palettes. Just the shades go on really, really smooth. So to close that off, I'm gonna go back in with some concealer. I'm gonna place it right on top of the lid and then take my brush, which I told you is like a kind of like a very thin paddle brush that's from Color Raine, and I'm going to sculpt out underneath that line just to create like the liner look at the top. Then I'm kind of extending that concealer, like the lighter concealer color, out onto the lid and just like tapering it off into the deeper purple color. And I feel like doing like little stuff like that really helps with blendability when you're blending colors or different finishes into each other. I feel like using the concealer kind of as a blending aid underneath kind of helps that out. Next, I'm gonna go into my lid. Favorite color, hands down, in this palette is Cupcake. Do y'all see this beautiful purple? She's so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my finger and I'm gonna place that on the lid just to get the effect because it's so creamy and pretty. I'm just placing this on the lid, and then I'm gonna go in with a actual brush and blend that out just right there in the middle of the lid. And then next to that shade, I'm gonna go into Wasted, and that is this color here on the edge that actually looks matte, but it does have kind of a shimmer situation to it, so it's like a pale pink type of matte shade. And I'm gonna place that on the inner part of the lid, and I'm taking a flat brush for this just so I can get up in that nook where it is, where the gold liner is, to make sure I'm getting everything. The last thing I want to do with the eyeshadow is I want to layer the glitters on top of Dragon, which is the gold liner at the top. I'm gonna go into my glitter primer from NYX, and I'm gonna take a very skinny angled brush, and I'm gonna line on top of Dragon with the glitter primer, and then I'm gonna go right on top of that with Liddy and with Gemini just to brighten it up, make it extra. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my eye with my Covergirl liner. This is not a matte liner, it is very shiny. So right on top of that liner, I'm gonna go into BK, which is a dark black shade, and I'm gonna place that right on top of the liner to mattify it. So to prime my lashes, I'm gonna go into my Climax mascara from NARS just to get ready for these falsies. And then for lashes, I'm going into these Bossy lashes by Color Raine. They are big and fluffy and pretty. We're gonna go into these because this is a very extra look, and we just gonna keep it extra all the way around the board. So I wasn't gonna do any face on camera, but I know that is something that you guys enjoy, and I love y'all, and I want to give you what you want. We're gonna do the face real quick, and I'm gonna try to keep it actually under a minute to get to the under eye. For primer today, I'm going to use my Hydro Grip Primer, and this is from Milk Makeup. For foundation today, we are going to keep this with Anastasia. We're going to go ahead in with the Luminous foundation, and this is in 500C. And I am mixing this a little bit with NARS because it's my summer shade and not my everyday shade. I'm going to go into two concealers. We're going to do NARS Radiant Creamy and Amande, and then we're also going to do Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion in 4N. For contour, we are going to go into L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear, and this is in the color Coffee. And then we're gonna go in and blend it all out. To set, we are going to be using Laura Mercier, and that's to set the lighter concealer. And then I'm gonna go into Mented Skin Silk, which is my favorite skin tone powder right now, and I'm gonna set the rest of the face. Now we're gonna hit it with some bronzer, and this is the Mented by ABF bronzer down my nose, and then the rest of the face I'm gonna go in with the Prime Beauty bronzer in Bronzeville. Then we're gonna spray it up with some Urban Decay All Nighter, and our base is done. So quickly for the under eyes, we're gonna go ahead in, I think, with the same color. I think I'm gonna go into the deep purple color and go ahead and place that on the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing that I did in the crease and blend that out with New Yorker and OG. And then I'm gonna take a small brush and I'm gonna dip into Cupcake and put that on the inner part of the lash line at the bottom. Y'all know I like to bring what's going on top to the bottom, so this is what that's gonna be. And for a little pop, I am putting a little bit of Liddy, which is this glitter shade right here. I'm gonna put that, just a little bit of it, right on top of Cupcake at the bottom, just to bring the glitter to the bottom as well. And then we are going to end off with an inner corner highlight, and that highlight, I believe I'm gonna go into Anastasia and put that in the inner corner. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the bottom lash line with a black liner and some mascara, and we're done with the eyes. So we're gonna continue Anastasia for the highlight. We're gonna go into So Hollywood Loose highlighter, and then for lips today we are gonna keep it pretty neutral. I'm gonna go into my Huntress lipstick from Colored Raine. That's a liner. I think y'all already know I love a good lipstick as a liner. And then I think I'm going to go in with this Morphe Virgin liquid lipstick. All right, and that, my loves, is our finished look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the review. Not really was a review, kind of was more just a tutorial using the new AMREZY palette. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure that you give me a big thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you think about this look, if you would try it, or if you've got this palette and if you plan on using it. Also, please make sure you have hit subscribe below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.